Hey guys, welcome to another Adobe Premiere Pro explainer video. Today I'm going to explain why when you edit a video and color grade, then if you export that video, the color shift a lot, right? So here you can see there is a video. If I just click and drag it here, I can make it sequence. Then I can color correct the video using Lumetri color, right? So if I go here and then if I just add a input LUT, so I'm just using a LUT. This is the conversion LUT. Then I can change the exposure. I can change the white balance. Maybe I will go forward to the magenta, just this much. I can increase the contrast, decrease the highlights a lot, and then increase the shadow a bit. Then I can decrease the black, right? Now I will just add sharpness and then add vibrance, and then I'll decrease overall saturation a bit. So that is the color grade that I have done on this clip. If I show you the before, this is the before, this is the after, right? So if I just export the video now, right? If I go here and then I am making out point here, I can press Ctrl or Command M on my keyboard to open the export page. I can rename this section. I can just rename it export. Then I can choose a folder where I want to export. I want to export on this folder, which is export folder, then save. Then I can export the video file, right? So when you are working with a clip and then you export that clip, it changes the color. When you are seeing the color on your program monitor or source monitor, it is showing the exact color that you really like. And then when you export, that color is not available there. So what happened, right? So here the export has been done. If I show you the exported file, this is the exported file. If I play it back, you'll see the video is not looking in the way we have edited, right? The color is not perfect. I can see the skin tone is a little bit magenta. The highlights levels are not right? So what happened? If I show you here on our program monitor, this is the color that we have done, and here is on our player, this is the video. There is a drastic changes. So why that happens? That happens because we are not setting the correct color space on Premiere Pro, right? So if I show you here on this section, this is a HLG3 video. I have shoot this video using a Sony camera using picture profile 10 that contains HLG3, right? If I show you the properties, here you will see the color space is VRAC 2100 HLG, right? But when you edit a video in Adobe Premiere Pro, most of the time you have to set a color space that is VRAC 709, because that color space is well accepted throughout the device and online platform, right? So if I show you here our timeline properties, if I go here on sequence, then I can see the sequence settings, and here you can see that is not the correct color space, right? That is VRAC 2100 HLG. So when I export that video using this color profile, it will not show the color perfectly on a device that is capable to show VRAC 709 color space, right? So I have to change the working space, because most of the platform that you use, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, that use VRAC 709 color space, and the device most of the time. So when you are making a video, or whenever you are editing a video, you have to make sure that the final delivery color space is VRAC 709, so that it can show the color that you have edited on your computer across the devices and platforms, right? So I'm just changing this work color space from VRAC 2100 HLG to VRAC 709, which is this one, right? Just selecting this one, then I can click OK. You'll see the changes here on the timeline. Now you have to color correct the video accordingly. You can change the exposure, you can change the white balance a little bit so that it matches your need. I can change the tint a little bit, maybe this much. Okay, now if I export this video, I can name it export to, then I can click export. You'll see the color is correct here on this file, right? So if I go here on this export folder, which is this one, this is the before, which is not the correct color space. If I open it again, you'll see the color space is not correct, and it is not showing the correct color here. And again, after completing the encoding process, I can show you this one. So this is the correct one. If I open it, now you'll see The color is looking perfect. The highlights are looking great. There isn't any color shift, right? That is what I have edited. If I show you here on this timeline, you can see that is the exact same color here, right? But if you export that using HLG, then it will not show the proper color. So that's it. If you're editing any HDR content, you should keep it in mind. You need to interpret the footage in rack 7 or 9 so that it shows the exact color after editing, right? Or you have to make sure that the sequence is in rack 7 or 9. If you go to here on the sequence settings, you have to make sure the working color space is set to rack 7 or 9 so that it shows the proper color after exporting. So that is all. I hope you have understand how you can solve this issue. That is all for today. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video and learned something new from this one, then you can give me a thumbs up. And if you know this channel want to learn Adobe Premiere for video editing, then you can subscribe to this channel to get more awesome videos just like this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, goodbye.